Hi, good morning. Happy Sunday. Instead of going live, I was chatting away in the chat. I could have probably done that for an hour and not realized I should have gone live. Hello, good morning. Okay, let's start this stream. There's going to be some serious topics, but we're going to break it up with some laughter because that's just how I roll, okay?
Just breathing your day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle a flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile,
Oh
leaving
my God,
haters burned, exiled.
that's terrifying. Sorry. Oops.
She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her fall, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name.
Feel
Just
the wrath.
breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello and good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I have a lot of weird stuff to talk about and to show you. Pretty damn sure I always do. On a side note, we're going to talk about a few serious things, but we're also going to break it up with some laughter. It just makes things easier and not seem as heavy. I'm fucking pissed, I'll tell you that. But to share both sides, to be fair, this is what I'll say. There's a clip of Foodie Beauty. So she went live twice yesterday, right? Flashing cash, feasting, complaining that her chest hurt, but she was smoking shisha. Anyways, I was tuning in and out, checked out for a few hours, come back to Twitter, and there's a clip going around. And it appears on the clip, you can't see her actually making contact with Julia, but it looks like she hits her several times. It does. So there are people who are very angry. I'm one of those people. And there's people who say, oh no, she was clearly hitting the couch. It didn't look like that to me. It just didn't. So there's this whole thing going on with that. Also, you know how we talk about every day how Foodie Beauty allows pedophiles around her chat and in her chat, like they're allowed to hang out there and goon to children, in their words. Okay, so she's very aware of this. It's been brought up. She watches everything about herself. There's no way she does not know at this point, right? She's even addressed it on the live stream. Oh, well, the comment was removed. Anyways, and what did she say? She can't control what people say, something along the lines of that. Anyways, today I'm checking her YouTube and she's sharing pictures of the child again. So at this point, she must be okay with people gooning to her, right? To Sasa? She must be okay with it, right? You have to be. At what point do you just does it click in your head? Oh, this child is now part of my family. This is a minor. I should probably stop putting her up there, considering just yesterday, Yehu, whatever their name is, was gooning away. Like, at what point? Anyways, I hate this woman. But I've had a really heavy past few days. So I do need to laugh. So there's that. There's going to be a mixture, okay? So there's your warning. It's kind of going to be all over the place. There may be a little raging, there may be a little laughter, okay? It doesn't mean that we don't take any of these subjects serious. It just means I'm not trying to ruin anybody's fucking Sunday, okay? It's early. It's 7:42 a.m. We still have to people the rest of the day. At least I do. I don't have the luxury of sealing and hiding away. So I'm trying to send us off in a good mood. I hope that sums it up for anybody who may be new and like, why the hell are these people laughing after what they just talked about? Because it's how we cope, okay? It's how we cope. Now let me say my hellos. Hello, fashionable. Hello, Free the People. Hello, Dripping Sunshine, Blue Jays, Aaron. Hello, my gorgeous best friend. Tricky Vicky, Get Awkward. Pocahontas Free the People. I just love your name. It brings me joy. Hello, Pink Stars. Hello, Brooklyn. Lori. Hello, gorgeous. Blue Jays. Hi. Just call me Crybaby. Good to see you. Sushi. Do you know that I have missed you? You were gone for a while, and I was convinced that you hated my guts. So I'm really happy to see you back. Even though you told me that you were like starting a whole new career and stuff, but like in my head, I'm like, she hates me and she's leaving. So I'm really happy to see you here. I don't know if I ever told you that, but I'm really happy to see you. All right, let's keep going. Sunshine Country Chickens. I love your chicken videos, by the way. Rainbow Road. Hello, hello. Your profile picture still makes me very, very happy. Did I miss anybody? Rolly Kitchen Chair. How are you doing? Old Wrinkly Wiener Camps. Hello. Oh my gosh, Candy's here. Reptile with sad human eyes. Do you have a bearded dragon? Kind of sounds like, or a chameleon? Genuinely curious. All right, good morning, everybody. Let's go to Twitter. I feel like we need to start with the song that we heard yesterday, but it seriously put me in a good mood, and I purposely didn't listen to it since yesterday so it could be brand new in my head again. So if you have a brain like mine, it'll probably feel brand new to you too. Good morning, chat. Oh, sorry, I'm so far behind. All right, let me go back to real time. Get her. Oh, we will. Hello to all the people disgusted by Foodie and her behavior. She's honestly, I think, the worst human that I've ever seen. And let me remind you, there were times I spent on the street. I've been stolen from, I've been beaten up, all kinds of stuff. And Foodie is the worst human I have ever, 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 ever fucking seen in my life. I think Cyrax is pretty nasty. I think Foodie is worse than him. I do. Not saying he's a good person, because I think he's like the second nastiest person on this planet. The third is Busy Little Bee. Anyways, nobody asked for my list. But Foodie is somehow worse than Cyrax. I will tell you one thing. I will never, ever, 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 even if, when I put a little emoji over my daughter's head, knowing the fucking people that are lurking and feel so comfortable in Foodie's chat, there will never be a Breezy Jr. sighting everywhere, anywhere fucking again. There just won't. I won't. I refuse to serve my daughter up to the people that hang around Foodie Beauty. I think she should deserve. I think she deserves every bad thing. Do I wish it upon her? Um, yeah. And I know people say what you put out, you get back. But I think like karma would agree with me. I even think God would agree with me. Jesus, I know you agree with me. Like she deserves nothing good in life. Foodie Beauty deserves nothing fucking good. But we'll get to all the raging. We'll get to those tweets, and I'm gonna be really interactive with you guys during that part. A lot of times I'm so focused reading comments on the screen that I'm missing what the people in my very own chat are saying. And sometimes I go back and look, and I wish I would have read your comments more. So I'm gonna be better about that. But before we start talking shit, let's listen to a bop, if you will.
She's a rat-faced grifter. She's coming for your family. She's a rat-faced grifter. She eating all the ham and cheese. in her face. Salad hates her because she has no grace. At 47's water in her face. Salad hates her because she has no grace. She's a rat-faced grifter. She's coming for your family. She's a rat-faced grifter. She eating all the ham and cheese. She's a rat-faced grifter.
So, friendly reminder, you need to be subscribed to Mystic Baby Snakes. They have the best Foodie Beauty songs, and I heard this full version is dropping. I think it might already be out. I don't know. I haven't checked. If not, maybe it'll be out today. Isn't it so good? It's giving, it very much is giving Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy, or that one song, Hey, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. That one. Oh, I need to play that now. Okay. Crochet with Ashmi said, looking healthy. We already read these ones all yesterday. This still shocks me that people welcome the fridge into their chat and like greet her. How are you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you. Go take a look at the fridge's community post. And tell me how supportive you want to be after what you read about what she says about me. I'm just saying, not everybody should be welcome around your channel. Foodie Beauty is one of those people. Salah, who wants to grape and shit on white Christian women, he's also one of those people. The Fridge and her boyfriend that's headed for prison are also some of those people. Not ever welcome here. Don't come around. Any of you guys I listed. All right, let's keep going. Where's the last place we left off from yesterday? Sometimes I forget I have a touchscreen laptop and now I'm scrolling and living my best life. It's kind of amazing. As many times as I get mad at this laptop, I will say I love that it folds into a tablet. I never use it like that. Never do. I oftentimes forget most of the shit I can do. Hold on, can we have a talk about this stuff? I don't know if it's the ADHD in me or what, but so many times I wonder things and I forget that I could just ask Chat GPT. I'll sit there and I'm like, I wonder if, beluga whales have knees, and like I could just ask. I finally did that. But just things in general during a live stream. I have Grok. Why I don't just pull up Grok and say, la 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 la. No, I don't know. I forget I can do it. Anyways. Oh, can we watch Foodie dance on the ball? And can we make fun of the fact that she couldn't do this now? It would probably take her out. Wait, full screen, egghead. Oh, well, sometimes I guess I'm gonna need to use this little mouse thing.
If it ain't his time. Make believe if you wanna know if he loves you so within his name.
That's sweetest. All right. I'm in a good mood. I started my morning off with the happiest song about coffee and smoking a joint by Little Something. I don't know. It just came across my YouTube page, and I truly don't like any new songs, really. Like, no, I can't say I don't like any. I'm just not a fan of newer music in general because I can't understand what the hell they're saying. They all sound drunk to me and like, like I don't understand it. But anyways, I found these people. I think they're called Little Stranger, something like that. Anyways, their music is very good. I started off and I wasn't sure, and I'm like, okay, they seem like doofuses. And then I listened, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where have you been all my life? Have you guys heard of Little Stranger? I think they're from Philadelphia. I think. Could be wrong. All right, enough yapping, Breezy. I still think this is one of my best creations with Grok. Shout out to Grok. Chat GPT is too polite. Like, you have to be so nice, and I even have to word things different with ChatGPT. I'm like, "This thumbnail is meant to be funny, not mean." And then I'll type in the prompt after that, and sometimes it works, but in general, ChatGPT is too soft for me. Grok is shady as fuck, and I love it. I love it. Foodie Beauty's bald and barren. I'm not going to be nice to her today. If anybody is easily offended, this might not be the live stream for you because while I'm in a really good mood, I have nothing kind to say to this woman. Nothing at all. Why are you showing your bald ass head? What's the point in wearing a hijab if you're not going to be modest? I mean, there has to be somebody that's getting off to your bald patches, right? You're married now. What the fuck are you doing? Anyways, I don't know if I've said this lately, but all this does is bring more attention to all your chins, and every single day I wonder how much are really under there. Please wash your face, and if you are going to be bald, wash your head too. Nobody wants to see the reflection in it. Um, soap should be your best friend. Do you guys like walking around with a greasy ass face? I don't like it. I feel like in addiction, the only thing I really cared about was my teeth. Like, I really didn't care then. But in sobriety, I love that when I'm out in public, everybody knows that I have showered that day. You can smell me. I smell like soap and Bath and Body Works. You can tell I've washed my hair. My skin, I mean, while it has a glow, it doesn't look like I just fried bacon on it. Raised Octillion said that is one bald bitch, one fat bald bitch. So I think this stuff, oh wait, some of these clips, I can't remember. Some of them are from our Discord. So shout out to you ladies and gentlemen, because there are men in our Discord. Shout out to everybody who puts the clips there and lets me know what's going on. Because honestly, sometimes I wouldn't know Foodie was live if it wasn't for you. So I can't remember at this point what I did and what you did. So I just want to thank you guys so much if you're listening. So I think this was from the first live stream. She was flashing cash, which again doesn't seem very wise to me when there's desperate times going on, right? So during desperate times, it doesn't mean that people are bad, but I'll speak for myself. Having a daughter, if there was a situation where somebody had to eat, my child is going to eat, right? Right? Does that make sense as a parent? I feel like things change when you have a little one to keep alive. So if anybody's going to eat and survive, it's going to be my child. I don't even care if it's me. Like, as long as she's good. Anyways, desperate times, people fucking get desperate, right? Doesn't mean people are bad, though there's some bad people. It just means people are desperate. I wouldn't go around flashing cash. And there was a whole lot they flashed. I mean, it's not worth very much, but still. Do you know what I mean? It's just not very wise. Just not. I don't know. I learned a few things when I was hanging out in Pomona in addiction. Also in other places. There's one point in my life where I was one of those people who didn't think about it and I would just take cash out of my wallet if I had it. You know what I mean? There's just certain things. I guess as you age and you go through things, you realize it's not very wise to do, right? If you have $100 on you, you probably shouldn't just carry it in your hand, waving it like a flag. You just probably shouldn't. Anyways, she's very sick and just got out of the hospital, but she was smoking shisha and eating like a literal pig, but pigs have more manners.
Yeah, I want to show them this around 45 cents USD. This 5,000 Syrian pounds.
Uh-huh. This is a new money.
Yeah.
Did the old ones have the president on them or no?
Carolina's even telling her, stop showing your money.
45 cents, 5,000. Of course, Harper Ann.
Wait, Eric, hold on. While you're here, for one thing, why are you impossible to get a hold of? And you are now a mod. So Aaron pointed out to me the other day that you aren't a mod, and in my head, I don't know, I just always pictured you as one, and I never realized there wasn't blue next to your name. I don't know if that makes sense. If anybody streams, like you see people around enough, you just assume that they're a mod. I don't know. Anyways, so you're now a mod, and we would like to invite you to Discord. And on Wednesdays, we wear pink.
This is
Stop showing your money.
1 USD.
1
Like this.
USD.
Mm.
This is $1. Don't worry, Carolina. $1?
Yeah, 10,500.
Wow, it's crazy. That's our dinner. That's our dinner money.
That's Sasa's money. Does she live with you, by the way? Is that who came home? People were pointing out in the picture she was wearing different outfits, yet you were in the same one. Why do people not wear shoes at her supposed school? And how is she in school when it doesn't start till September? I have questions. I have questions, lady. So many questions. Where are the receipts? Where are the receipts? Why are you hitting your cat? Why are you still alive and good people are taken from us? I have questions. All right, Mati said Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, is illegally using Starlink to stream from Syria. Holly said, ooh, Elon Musk isn't going to like this. Did Foodie Beauty find, is he high all the time? This is a genuine question. I was never like super into Elon Musk. I still am not. But sometimes I get curious and I look at clips of things and he's always staring off to like the left or the right. And it's like he sees things that we aren't seeing. Does that make sense? Okay, anyways, he isn't gonna like this. Did Foodie Beauty finally mess with the wrong company? Oh God, I hope so. Right? Could you imagine Elon entering the Foodie Beauty chat and him asking, who is this criminal? I would love this to happen. In my ADHD brain, I need to see this all go down and it needs to happen on Twitter in real time so I can screen record it and then go live and talk to you guys about it. He's nuts, Candy said. I think he's, well, I don't think he's nuts. You know how there's people who are really fucking smart, like too intelligent for this world, but they lack, like, I don't know, what's it called? Common sense? Or they don't know how to act around people sometimes, like they're socially awkward. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched enough. I just noticed he always is staring off to the side, and I wonder what the fuck he sees. I do. Buttered Crumpet said passing away a few days ago, bronchitis, this, that, and the other, swollen purple, so sweaty, and sticky bottle top stick to her. Yeah, that's kind of shocking when your husband throws something and then it sticks to your face. Anyways, never mind fried chicken, and she looks really well. Nothing to see here. Eh. Tweets. I just had the weirdest image in my brain. Do you guys spend any time on Facebook? If you do, you see the really annoying country line dancers that Donald Eugene Spellman II. And then you'll see like these weird ASMR things that people do with AI, and they'll have images of food eating itself. Like I once saw mashed potatoes eating itself, broccoli, a pie. It's very bizarre, but that it reminds me of Foodie Beauty. Like she is fried chicken now and she's eating herself. Tweetsara said that's what she does. Get herself in a pickle, then comes back for sympathy and possibly a donation, and then all is well again. Karen said, well, it's obviously because Syria has the best hospitals in the world. Don't you remember Salah telling us? He definitely wasn't lying. They cured her within hours of all ailments. I'm humbled. I mean, maybe we all need to go to Syria then. Elon opened a portal when he was a child and interacted with whatever was in the portal. Maybe that's what he sees. Hi, Mandrews. By the way, I was gifted a membership, but I don't know from who. Thank you, sweet friend. Also, hey, Lori. Also, White House staffers has gone on record with the Atlantic saying that he is never not on a cocktail of pharmaceutical products. Maybe he has to take them to make whatever he sees go away. Elon has autism. Okay, that makes sense. I think I don't mean it in that way. I mean it as far as like he's very fucking intelligent, but can be kind of awkward, right? Um, I don't know. The best example I could think of is my precious nephew. He is on the spectrum and he's so smart. Like he remembers things that like happened when he wasn't even alive. I don't know how to explain it. Like he knows in 1983, so and so won the World Series, and this basketball team, this happened, and so was the star player. Like he remembers things from every year, but he has a hard time around people, right? He does. Lolified said she looks like a corpse. She does. I mean, sometimes I feel mean when I say she looks like she died yesterday, but she does. Oh, wait, I just got a video about Elon opening a portal. Okay, I'll definitely watch it later. That's so cool. Eric said, well, if he did drugs, I feel like he would be an opium user since it's like a plague in the Middle East. Who? I was able to translate those in the Middle East about this and going by Miriam. Oh God, those are horrifying. You've seen them, Rainbow? And oftentimes they make the mashed potato look so cute and you feel bad that it's eating itself. I don't know, you feel very conflicted. Don't go trying to make me more paranoid. Oh, well, okay, well, good for you. You have a way to protect yourself. Jamie says, does he have a pain issues? That could be the reason for the ketamine. Maybe. It's Facebook ways of snitching on spies. Oh gosh, I asked AI the other day if we're being watched. The answer kind of scared me. It was like, yes, the government has many ways of watching us. And then I started looking around like my house and my room. I'm like, oh my God, my Ring doorbell. It's not really for my protection. It's so the government can see everybody who comes to my house. Like, I went on a whole spiral. I don't know. It happens to me. Anyways, back to Foodie Beauty. Ellie said, and I couldn't be happier unless she topped it off with a 2 liter of regular Coke and a cheesecake. Eat up, cutie. You're looking a little peaked. Yeah, she looks starved. She definitely needs to eat more. Just keep eating round the clock, Foodie. You're gonna waste away into nothing. Barbecue Chicken said if someone came over unannounced and she had to get off, she was only live for 40 minutes. Now, since these pictures and everything has come out, people were talking about this morning that they think Sasa and her family lives there. And it makes sense. People obviously live there, right? There's so many different voices in the background. Do I believe everybody is just hanging out on their porches? Like, I don't know, maybe it happens in some places, but it sounds like people in the same room as her or in her house. Anyways, let's see. She looked uncomfortable too. If you watch her while she's trying to eat, yet try to not look like a complete animal while she's eating like a hyena. I love it.
Someone here? Yeah. Cool.
Sorry, I was saying Salah might use opium since it's in the Middle East. You can get it like we can buy Tylenol, maybe. Oh, she mutes. She doesn't really slow down though. I feel like when there's people around, not that I ever eat like Foodie Beauty when I'm alone, but when there's other people around, like you're more aware, right? You need to charge your phone, whose ever clip we're watching. I think it's barbecue chicken. Hopefully you did. All right, hold on, let's see. So she's awkward. Do you know this woman was posting this morning saying that she's got 3 compliments that she's finally perfected Arabic coffee? Do you believe that? All right, so let's go to where
If you
she
guys
comes
don't mind.
back. Hold on.
I'm gonna eat and then get off it for a bit and maybe come back later. If you guys don't mind. Did Julia get out?
Julia is here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. So, yeah. At least it's cooler. Later. Yeah. I'll maybe come back later. Maybe we're tired, but maybe after. Yeah. So if you guys are not, because the time difference, so don't go to bed because maybe I'll be back. You never know. I'm not that tired.
You just said you were tired. Hold on, am I imagining things?
It's cooler. Later. Yeah. I'll maybe come back later. Maybe we're tired, but maybe after. Yeah. So if you guys are not, because the time difference, so don't go to bed because maybe I'll be back. You never know. I'm not that tired. Hi, Justine. Until I come back. Okay. Yeah, I'll miss you guys, so I'll try to come back.
Okay, she's tired, but she's not tired. She comes back. That's what we do know. Hold on, this has 28 comments. Meredith said your low power mode came up, and I was like, what? I'm at 70%. I'm at 95 right now, which is impressive for me. Because usually anytime I go live, my phone is trying to die. So I'm trying to charge my phone and my laptop at the same time. The god said, if streaming isn't a priority, then why is he keeping her around? Because she still has money and he wants to fix up that place for his future wife and kids. Mama Cat said, God, imagine making yourself a living caricature. Guaranteed his friends and relatives have made a bet. Go pay the Al Rafes a visit. I swear to you, his enormous wife will either be eating when you arrive or she'll eat when you're there. Good thing she has no shame. You just know they all talk shit about her. And Salah does too. She can't understand them. Bibi said, I love that the people constantly being around really bothers her. She has to be fake and cosplay being a sweet, nice person, of which she is neither. Also, they take his attention away from her, which she'd hate. Love it all. Sandy said, yep, she better get used to having people visiting and staying over. She's going to be miserable. I think she'll end up going back to Canada if she lives that long. Irritating Gone said, that would make me insane. People showing up unannounced. Nope. This ain't the 70s. Like, I don't like it when solicitors come to the door because we even have a sign, but nobody listens to it. But my family, like, they all come by. Like, there is no just breezy lounging around naked, sealing, eating a bucket of fried chicken because somebody's probably going to stop by unannounced. But it's like family's different, right? I mean, while I can't exactly be sealing naked and gorging myself out on fried chicken, not that I'd want to. I hate chicken anyways. It's disgusting to eat. Um, but it's just like, I don't know. There's people always coming by. Like my nephew stopping by, my sister stopping by, my brother-in-law stopping by, my daughter in and out because she goes back and forth between here and my sister's all day, like to hang out. Well, not all day when the kids are out of school because she hangs out with my nephews. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Foodie would hate it. Auntie Mo said, can't wait for the ladies to start showing up to take her to the mosque every week. Oh my God, can they start tomorrow? Please, please make her go to the mosque. And she should have to start praying 5 times a day. I want that for her. Maybe she'll change. Maybe. Okay, Enigma said, did she delete the video that she showed her true size? I remember I retweeted this because I had no idea what they were talking about. Like, which video shows her true size? And then I scrolled, and it was this one, but it's still there. Imagine still filtering yourself when we know that this is how round your face is. She always looks like a bursted condom to me. I don't think there's any way of saying it nicer. A bursted condom or a head injury. Like it looks like she just got out of the hospital. She signed out AMA and she injured herself. Anyways, we're all just so jealous of this. Where's your 9 chins? Where's your just nutted in condom look? Where is it? Crochet with Ashley said it's the 4th one down, the leaving Damascus. Okay, yes, so it's still there. But just FYI, that's the video where she showed her real self in. All right, so this, oh, Mrs. C, this was from you. Thank you very much if you're in here. I think you are. Maybe not. When the filter stops working, one of the first people 25 years ago to get medical. Hey, Dandelion, Ennis. Her face is more round than that. Her chin is too long. Yeah, she doesn't have a chin anymore. So I don't know why she pretends. Anyway, she was live smoking shisha and complaining that her lungs hurt. Friendly reminder, she just got out of the hospital days ago with supposed bronchitis.
Yeah, cold water.
Oh, shukran jazeelan.
Yeah, cold water.
Oh, shukran jazeelan. You want to take the shisha? Because my lungs are starting to hurt a bit.
And she smokes it again.
How long you have been smoking?
10 minutes. 15 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, cold.
Maisie said she just had breathing treatments but is now smoking. Make it make sense. Seriously, one stupid individual hopes she feels awful. I love that that saying is making a comeback. I always feel like when certain people are watching us, like LolCow definitely started watching Girl World because they started saying make it make sense nonstop. They started saying, what is the other word they say all the time that we do? Literally. Literally.
Hey, Melodious. Here you go. You can have the shisha if you want one. Oh, hold on, Kate. I'll check. Mint gum. It's really good.
Maybe they do that kratom stuff. Have we ever thought of that? The only reason it's fresh in my mind is because I went to the vape store yesterday, literally just to buy a vape. Now I'm saying literally again. Stop saying it. Okay, how do I explain this? I tried to stop saying literally, even though I've been saying it since I was pretty much talking because I'm from the valley. And
You want to take the shisha?
listen, bitch, I'm trying to talk about being from the valley. Anyway, I'm from the valley in Southern California. So there's certain things that I feel like we just say. The word like, every other word, it just is natural to us. And literally. But now that everybody else is saying literally, it's driving me insane and I'm trying not to say it anymore. So then I started saying legitimately and people say that too. So now I'm trying not to say it at all. Anyways, Foodie, you could just choke and die because I can't stand you at all. And I know what's coming up that we have to talk about. And I'm super annoyed. And I hate you. Choke on shisha, please, and thank you. Here she's talking about how one day you look at yourself and you realize you're old. But it's because of her addictions. They age you. When I was in active addiction, drinking and messing it up and coking it up, I looked fucking old. I did. But thanks to the good things called collagen and sea moss, I feel like my wrinkles have decreased a lot.
My T-zone is very shiny, isn't it? I'm going to try to put makeup on. There's no point tomorrow. I can't wait for winter, man. Imagine it going dark. Me too. I thought it would turn this big light off, but that light must be controlled somewhere else. Don't know where.
Yeah.
So, guys, dry causes wrinkles. I'm starting
Fashionable, sorry, like totally.
to get some under my eyes. You don't notice your face change until one day you do. You notice that? Like, dang, I'm starting to look older. That's me right.
You're looking older because you're dying. And you have, I don't even know how many addictions at this point. Food, Salah, whatever you're getting over there. Tweetsara said side. Oh, I was talking about the kratom thing. I went to go get a vape the other day, right? So I went to the vape. Sorry, I got sidetracked. And usually I like this thing called a Dojo Sphere, but I wanted to try a new brand because I get obsessed with like certain brands for a while. Then I smoke all the flavors and I'm over it. Anyways, so then I went to get this vape pie one. It's supposed to be like Geek Bar. They have pretty much the same flavors. It's really good. Anyway, so I literally just went to go and buy a vape. And the lady was like, "Oh, did you see all the new stuff we got?" And I said, "Oh, no." And so she started showing me all these different vapes and CBD. And she's like, "And this is really popular." And it was this whole display of all the different kratoms you can get. And then there was this hydroxy something. I'm like, "Well, what is that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's like kratom." Anyways, and she was like, "Oh, and everybody's doing this now. Nobody's doing the THC anymore." And the way she was trying to sell me, and I was like, "Oh, no, thank you. I'm just going to stick to my nicotine vape today." But the way she was selling me, apparently it's really popular. I know some people use it for pain. I'm not saying everybody abuses it. But what if Foodie Beauty and Salah do that? Isn't that supposed to be kind of like a downer, opioids? It helps with pain. I could be wrong. I've never done it. I'm not trying to, because with my luck, it would be one of those things that my brain would really like. And the next thing you know, I'm not buying nicotine vapes anymore. I'm going for the hydroxy whatever and the kratom shots and the kratom pill and the kratom this and the kratom. No, like I don't need to try it out. I just don't. Depends on quality. It's easy to grow. I wish THC was legal here. I wish it was legal for you too. I think it should be legal everywhere. I was talking to my boyfriend about this, how some people are so against it and they're like, "Oh, if you smoke THC, you're just gonna be in couch lock and lazy and da 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 da." And it really just depends on the person and your frame of minds. Like if you smoke and you say, "I'm going to be productive, I'm going to take a few hits on my vape and fold laundry and then do the dishes and do that," then you'll do it. If you're like, "Oh, I'm lazy as fuck, I just want to sit here," then that's what you're gonna do, right? But I also think, there's people who, I don't know, maybe I'm not one of those people who is like stoned 24/7. I truly use it for pain relief and when I want to be a little bit creative. I don't know. Val said, "What do you think happened to this toilet? I'm sunk too," said Foodie Beauty. She tried to sit on it. Celestial Mystique said, "This bitch has bronchitis and thought she was dying. Now she's sitting here smoking on live. She is dumb." Well, let her keep smoking. It's not like she's useful anyways. What do we need her for? I said, "Good Lord, this is depressing." It truly was. First of all, she was talking about her Beezer J dot that died. And then it didn't even really, none of it seemed sincere or like sadness that this person was really gone. What did we hear about it like once or twice? And that was the end of it. And then she's like, "Oh, yeah. And J dot always used to come in and tell me about the family members of theirs that died." And it was just like the whole conversation. If you're reading the chat, I'm gonna play it just so you can, well, do we wanna play it? I mean, it's not gonna make you cry or anything, it's just like a vibe killer. We can also vape during it, let's do that. Let's do that. I'll speed it up and away we go.
I know the government electric. No, we have to physically switch it. So like we have a solar inverter, and when the government's electric's on, we can see the numbers on the panel. That's when you know it's on. So you just switch the solar off.
So it will charge the battery also.
Yeah, it'll charge the battery. And then whenever the government electric goes off, it'll and then you just go turn the solar on. Really, Delicami? The government are in the Wi-Fi. 58. Yeah, that's young teardrop. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we got to be really lucky, gotta, as I say that as I smoke, but I know.
But you just got out of the hospital and you've ate more fried chicken in the past, what, 3 days than I think most people do in their lifetime, and you're smoking shisha while complaining about chest pain.
Rosemary's.
And my mom died at 46.
46. Oh, jeez. Sorry, sweet love. Yeah, that's. I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably lose my mind. Go from a blood clot. Oh, sorry, Ellie. That's crazy. Like those are so
Christy.
like unpredictable. It's just like.
I'm vaping. I'm not even really listening to her.
J-Dog. Yeah, she used to come in here and say what she was having for dinner or, talk about relatives that passed away or that were sick.
I mean, this is how people were spending their Saturday.
The government electric.
Here's another clip. I said she looks bigger, but I don't remember what the clip said. I tried to make them shorter because when they're super long and she's really boring, it's just not a fun time.
Do I look like I'm 205 kg? Okay, don't answer that. Shall Do I look like I'm 205 kg? Okay, don't answer that.
You look like you're 600 pounds to me. I don't think you lost any weight. And if you did, it was temporary. It was water weight, and you gained it all back plus some. So I think you're bigger than 450 pounds. In my opinion, I don't know. You look massive to me. You look bigger than an elephant. I said Salah threatens to block Showgirl. Showgirl's been coming around. And I kind of think they're a troll, but I don't really mind. Like, it's not like they're a mean troll, right? They just like to talk about Taylor Swift.
And live 20 years.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. During the clip, Showgirl had been asking repeatedly for Salah to address Foodie Beauty's weight. Okay. So, there's the setup.
When we're both ready, scapegoat. Never ready. Julia's sleepy. Yes.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like, is this live stream dedicated to Donald Trump or something? I must have missed that. I keep looking at the chat and I'm reading that they're trying to take away women's rights to vote. Trump is like, we're talking about Foodie Beauty here, okay?
Such a good girl. You are. Weird. Scapegoat. Everyone is going crazy about it. I think you did say that though, babe. But I think I heard you say that, but I was like, whatever. Here's what her weight is. If you don't stop the stupid question, I'll block you because it's la. Oh, teardrop. Inshallah. Not for.
I am so distracted right now. But why are we talking about Trump during a Foodie Beauty live stream? I guess like I could see people getting upset in this, and I'm just wondering why. Like, if Donald Trump upsets you, why talk about it in the middle of a Foodie Beauty live stream? Can we get back to Foodie Beauty? I know that's what I want to talk about. It's all good. Okay. I said, keep smoking that hookah, Chins. We figured it out. Oh, good. Okay. Thank God. I'm like, I really am not in the mood today. Like, I don't want to have to deal with people fighting and all this women's rights to vote. Like, I just want to talk about Foodie and how much I hate her, okay? I hate her. She's an evil woman. However you feel about Donald Trump, just know that she's a million times worse.
Yeah, there's some women like they smoke so much that they get wrinkles around their mouth like this. And then they start to sound like, yeah. I worked with a lot of women like that. Yeah, there's some women like they smoke so much that they get wrinkles around their mouth like this. And then they start to sound like, yeah. I worked with a lot of women like that. Yeah, there's.
You are that. You would have more wrinkles if you were skinnier. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't get it out of my head. It's okay. I might get a new laptop today. What kind are you thinking of? That's debatable. La, 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 this is one of those moments I'm just gonna choose to keep going. Bite your tongue and keep going. All right, that's what a suntan is.
You're so suntanned. You have a sun. You're tanned from the sun. You're so suntanned. You have a sun. You're tanned from the sun.
I'm gonna say that to my daughter later, and she's gonna think something's wrong with me. Or she'll think it's completely normal. We always joke around how I have two brain cells that work on a good day, and it's really true. Like, my daughter shades me all the time, but it's seriously true. And then I remind her, I'm like, this is why you stay away from drugs, kid. Well, I don't say it as creepy as that, but
Yet Teardrop hates the wiener. Yet Teardrop hates the wiener. Yet
we know Teardrop hates the wiener.
Teardrop hates the wiener. Yet
Somebody needs to put this on a soundboard. I don't have one because I don't know if I would know how to work it, okay? Somebody needs to put that on the soundboard. Doesn't her couch look like patio furniture? I could kind of see this by my pool. Money said it looks like Foodie is oh god, we gotta get into it. Okay, it looks like Foodie is hitting Julia the cat while sitting off screen. So friendly reminder, guest came over. She was eating chicken. I believe she was feeding Julia some chicken on the couch when the guest came over. Maybe Julia wasn't allowed on the couch. Maybe she's not supposed to have Julia. I don't know. But tell me if you guys think that she's hitting her or the couch. It's not very pleasant to watch. So trigger warning, if it's gonna upset you, you might wanna click out now for a little bit. It is gonna upset you. It is. There's no sound. Hey, Ricky Bobby. To be able to get a job, I need something that would meet standards. Amazon's hiring right now. And I heard that they pay pretty well. I don't know, it's an option. They're always looking for people. Sorry, I was distracted. It's gonna play again. She looks paranoid. She hits the cat. Okay, she's making contact with something because her arm fat is jiggling, right? If she was just patting the couch, would the arm jiggle that much? She bops her. She definitely hits the cat. Okay, so to show both sides, I don't remember if it's in this comment section or in the next clip that I have. There's some people that were saying it looks like she's hitting the couch. Chaos Rain said, I just posted this as well. She had just given Julia chicken on the couch. Someone showed up. She muted and, in my opinion, swatted and scolded Julia, acting like, oh, I didn't know. And her whole demeanor changed. She had been interrupted. Chachi, I would never hit you. And if people wanted you to get off the couch, I would tell them to get out of my home. Chaos Rain said, too, she was all set up to inhale some fried chicken. And whoever came in saw a piece of chicken on the couch by Julia. Foodie Beauty smacked her and can see her lips saying, Jews, what a piece of shit, that poor cat. Then acting all, hey, baby, to Julia like it never happened. What I do know is Salah, while I think he is creepy as fuck with that cat, I think he likes Julia, loves Julia more than he ever liked or loved Foodie Beauty. Would he just be okay with that? Sandy said, no surprise here. She doesn't really like Julia. I think she's jealous of Julia because Salah pays so much attention to her, and Julia wants to eat Foodie Beauty's food. She only pretends to like her. Chaos Rain said, you can see she shifts her eyes. She's awful. I'd enjoy having a face-to-face with Foodie Beauty. You and me both. You have chronic ick. I get it. Oh my God, do not work at Amazon. Warehouse work is the worst, and they treat their workforce. No, but there's options of working from home too. I'm not necessarily meaning in like a warehouse. Like I know they hire people to work from home. I know that they do that. So if it is bad in the warehouse though, just maybe that's not a good option. I don't know. Where do you like to shop? That's probably where, if like, let's say my YouTube channel was gone tomorrow, I'd probably have to go work at Foot Locker to support my daughter's shoe habit. Um, I don't know, or go work for Nike or something. Like that's what I would have to do. Plus, when you work places, you get the discount. So if you're looking for a job, think of something you really enjoy. Do you really like working with animals? Maybe see about becoming a vet tech or a receptionist. You could even work in the kennels, and then that way, if you have animals too, you could be around animals all day. And if your animals ever have a God forbid emergency or they need vaccines, you get a discount. Do you really like Bath and Body Works? There you go. Or go back to school. I mean, I know a lot of people my age and older have been going back. My dad was saying he wants to go back to become a respiratory therapist, and he's 68. I don't know. I told him that that's a really good idea. All right, back to Foodie Beauty. Shelly said, nah, I'm not a foodie stan, but that looks like she's patting the couch to call her over. Do you hit the couch that hard to call your animal over, though? I'm trying to picture. Okay, Chachi is very close to me. Chachi! I'm patting the bed. There's no arm fat jiggling. It makes a little thud, but I don't know. I don't think that was couch contact. Agreed. I hate her more than anyone, but she's not doing shit here. I pray she gets it back 100-fold. I loved it, the most said. 4F Beauty and Lifestyle said, what an absolute cunt. You can't in your face with fried stuff, biatch. With a bit of luck, the Reaper will visit soon. Wonder Mom said, not the first cat she's slapping. Also, what is with the insane eyes? If this is her new life, she will lose her mind. I think she's angry. She's angry at her situation. She's angry that she's hot. She's angry she's with a man who doesn't love her. She's angry that she has to people all day. She's angry she has to act normal. And so she probably takes it out on Julia. She can't take it out on Salah. He'd leave her ass. Addicted to cold brew said she sure did, and then she gets the guilty look on her face. Ev said, did someone walk in on her doing it? She starts looking up right after, and they called her a cunt too. My text did not come out right, but yeah, just my 2 cents. Okay, Sushi said working from home would be ideal, but I know people that have worked for Amazon and didn't have good things to say. Plus, I worked in a warehouse. It was a nightmare. Okay, then don't listen to me. I mean, I honestly don't know enough about Amazon. I just know that they always hire. Every social media platform that I'm like scrolling, I happen to see Amazon hiring now. But then you should ask yourself, why is it that they're always hiring, right? Sounds like they might have a high turnover rate. I don't know. I try sometimes. I try, but maybe it's not good advice. Go back to school. Go back to school. That's a good idea. Okay, I don't remember if I played this clip. We know. Oh yeah, so and so doesn't like wieners. Okay, Money said it looks like Foodie's hitting Julia. I fucking hate this woman. So, friendly reminder, when Foodie Beauty was a kid, they put down their childhood cat because it ate butter. She's abandoned multiple cats. She kills animals like that. When she was living in Canada, it was like, how many animals can I hit a day? She's a horrible, horrible woman. She's stolen a nursing kitten from its mother. Like this woman, she's had animal services visit her home before in Canada. Animal welfare, she should not have any animals at all. She's rehomed animals, given them up. She just doesn't like them enough to be good to them. She's a selfish, selfish cunt. She's filling a void, and unfortunately, animals have to pay the price for it. Yup, Yup said, who has bronchitis again? Foodie Beauty? No cough, no phlegm equals no bronchitis. I feel like if she truly had bronchitis, there would be no smoking shisha. Cammy said, or Mrs. C said, I didn't think she had bronchitis. She lies every time she speaks. Barry Nim said, there's apparently a dry bronchitis that doesn't cough, but that is definitely not what she had. In my opinion, she rushed back from Doha thinking she couldn't leave him alone there and made up an illness to get attention. I mean, what bronchitis would take 3 doctors to diagnose? Hmm. Sandy said she's more full of shit than a backed up septic tank. Karen said she thinks because she takes meds, she can abuse her body, and smoking is a big way to abuse it. The Real Hermit said, in my opinion, she had ketoacidosis from all the food she ate in Qatar and is using bronchitis as a cover. Ambrielle said, it is haram based on a verse of the Quran which says not to kill or harm ourselves. Oh, wow. Blazing Lily said the hideous visage. Is that how you say it? Visage? Visage? I don't know. Yep, I noticed too. Cindy said just lies and deflection. Mercy said she thinks we are stupid and the ones who are her members and contribute financially are stupid. Agreed. I think there's probably like 3 normal Beezers. Lily is one of them. Lily, if you're listening now, hello. Barbecue Chicken said again, this idiot just hit Julia multiple times. I want to see these comments. Sure. So pick her up and put her on the floor. Seattle said, I wonder what it will take to do a full blackout of her channel for a week. I mean, why don't we? We have Rosie, we have Amberlynn, there's other people we can watch. If we can get multiple people to do this, I think that would be awesome. It is me said, I never click her directly. There are so many ways to watch this waste of space. I'd love if everyone did the same. So, shout out to all the reaction channels. Please support your favorite reaction channel. If for some reason you can't get onto YouTube, there's accounts on Twitter, right? I know Kristen at Steph K said posts like videos, live streams, all kinds of stuff to Twitter. Pizza Shit does recaps, PI when she's in the mood. So there's multiple ways, okay? There's multiple ways of getting around it. Fighting for Animals said a month, 2 months will completely ruin her. That's all it would take. She's paycheck to paycheck. I think she delights in making. I think so too, Larkana. Hey, good to see you, by the way. Hey, Nessa. She's using her bad health to deflect from scamming off a child. I'm gonna look into it. Hopefully I can find something. Let's see. I'm a big animal lover and she really pisses me off. Same. Like, I don't even want to kill a spider, right? There was one that went across my wall yesterday. I was telling my boyfriend about it. And it definitely, I don't think it was a jumping spider, and it was really big, so I wasn't willing to move it outside just because it was scary, but I also didn't want it to die. So I just kind of told it that I was going to leave my door open and to please exit the premises. And I'm hoping it left. Anyway, I don't know. I don't like certain how do I say this? I love bugs and I respect them, right? I do. And I think jumping spiders happen to be the cutest things in the world. But I also am aware, isn't it like tarantula mating breeding season? Anyways, I hope it made it outside. I also told it to stay out of my daughter's room. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated. The only shit I could find was being one of the scammer insurance people who call and pesters people and have something called integrity. I'm positive that's the room she made the video of Sasa in. I think Sasa lives there. Foodie, when you wonder why people fucking hate you, I know you're listening. And I know you say we should forgive your past, blah, 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 because you were already made peace with it. You will never be forgiven because of what you still continue to do. Every single day, you're fucking up in some sort of way. You're exploiting a child or abusing and neglecting your animals. On top of being a horrible, selfish, gluttonous, greedy person, you don't respect anything living around you. You told this little girl you loved her. You told Sasa you loved her, but you have pedophiles in your chat day after day, and you keep putting her photo up. Why? What are you really into? Because many of us have a bad feeling about what's going on. Anyways, do the right thing and please rehome your cat. She deserves better. Sasa deserves better. You should probably just disappear from all of their lives and they'd be happier. I know it hurts to hear, but it's the truth. Bad Seed said she never stopped smoking. Nope. You know, she talks shit about smokers, but she is the epitome of what a smoker would look like in your head, right? Like, I vape. I don't look this old, and I'm 42. I'm older than her, yet I don't look as old as her. Her skin's bad, her teeth are yellow, swollen, greasy. Ugh. Your heart's giving out. That's what's going on. How do your eyelids have fupas? Have you ever seen that? My gosh. Every day I look at her, I'm more and more appalled. Medicinal pothead said, whoa, her skin looks like shit. One crazy Italian mama said smoking with bronchitis, probably not a good idea. Funny, she said she quit yesterday. I guess she changed her mind. Holly Go Heavy said, yes, Foodie Beauty. You're right. There are healthy interventions that can stop diseases in their tracks, not to always cure, but to control. You will never be one of those people. You're cooked. You should have listened at 16 when they told you your liver is 3 times the size. Oh my God, can you imagine how sick her liver is? That's probably why she's turning yellow. If they told her at 16 her liver was 3 times the size, what are the odds it's still working?
No, I don't think it's ever too late. Even if your body is in like a really bad state, I mean, it depends there, unless you're like terminal, but you can always improve it, even if it's just a bit. No, I don't think it's ever too late. Even if your body is in like a really bad state, I mean, it depends there, unless you're like terminal, but you can always improve it, even if it's just a bit.
You can't improve your health, Foodie. Do you know that? You are so far gone. I feel like even 2 weeks ago, I would have told you you needed rehab, but now I think you just need Jesus. You need Jesus, a miracle, and to change your ways. I think that's the only thing that could save you. Velo said she had time 5 years ago. The Funkle brain thinks she'll be like Tammy Slayton. She did and used drugs and binged instead. Lee Smith said that might be true of people who are just overweight, but I doubt very much that it's the case with diabetics. That shit destroys organs. Holly said the more controlled, the better. The end organ function, more sugar, more damage. There are progressive diseases that even if you're 100% compliant, they progress and things get worse. Diabetes isn't one of them, it's a dietary illness. Well, they even say, I remember at one point my liver was bad, right? It was spotted because I was drinking so much, and the doctors kept telling me I was going to get cirrhosis and die if I didn't change my ways. And I didn't for a long time, but they did tell me, I remember during all of that, if you stop drinking now for a year, your liver can regenerate, but you have to stop drinking now. They said you're going to get to a point where you have cirrhosis and then it's too late, right? And so anyways, that always kind of stuck with me, like, yeah, your body is amazing and things can regenerate and you can get your health back, but if you push things to a certain point so bad, sometimes there's no coming back from it, you know? Jay Macchiato said, this is her problem. She doesn't think that she's that fucked and still has time to not take her shit seriously. Can't wait till she learns her lesson. Keep eating fried chicken, you nasty hog. Yeah, I don't want her to get better. She hits her cat. She serves children up to pedophiles on her channel. At one point, I wanted her to get better. Now I don't care if she does. If that makes me a bad person, so be it. I am perfectly fine with being a bad person. I don't want anything good for this woman. She doesn't deserve it. How do you hit your animal? Like, I think of my dog, right? She sleeps on my bed next to me every single night. At one point, she takes over the whole bed and my ass falls off the edge, right? And she's like this little 10-pound dog. But she also makes herself very long and she hogs the whole fucking thing. She steals all my comfiest blankets. If I'm on the couch, she's on the couch. If I'm outside, she's outside. She gets really good meals every single day, treats on top of that, a walk if she feels like it. So much love. I don't even know. It's like impossible to love this dog anymore. Like, she's the most spoiled thing in the world. If somebody told me to get rid of my dog or to get my dog off the furniture, I would tell them to leave my fucking home. How do you hit your dog, your cat, your whoever? How does anybody do that? They trust us. They trust us. We're their people, right? Like, even as bad as Foodie Beauty is, she's Julia's person. That's fucked up. I hate her. I fucking hate her. Oh, this is the song I was telling you guys about. Little Stranger, Coffee and a Joint. Start your morning with that, with your coffee and a joint, and you'll be in a good mood for the rest of today or the day. Friendly reminder, she's fat, bald, and barren. Thank God for the last part, because she would be, oh my God, can you imagine her with a child? She'd be so jealous of the child, especially if it was a girl, if she had a daughter. Zizu said, wow, she is rotting away. She looks like RoboCop. This is what we're all so jealous of. Where's your dead eyes? Where's your yellow skin? Where's your eye fupas? Where's your Tammy Slayton forehead? Look at her hands. At what point do they just become too heavy to pick up? Like, goodness. Oh, this art is amazing. Amazing. There's Foodie smoking oxygen. The shisha says oxygen and the chicken says salad. And Julia looks like she hates her life. I hope Julia gets away from Foodie Beauty and runs into the arms of somebody that will love her and respect her. She deserves that. She said, hey, Foodie Beauty, I hope you're enjoying your salad and your bronchitis is getting better. Stop hitting your cat. And then the hashtag Foodie Beauty animal abuser. She hates it when we call her that, and she hates the hashtag. So feel free to light up the chat with just that. Maybe we'll get a community post rage dedicated to us. Wonder Mom said these are the faces a kid makes being caught doing something incredibly stupid. Would Slobby okay with Foodie Beauty slapping Julia around? She knew what she did. Is that the look on somebody's face who was just patting their couch or seat? Mm, it's like a kid who got caught. I think this was in reply to the clip of her hitting Julia. Salah, you should kick her out. Do you realize you don't look like a man having this 900-pound woman abuse your cat and boss you around? You're literally just an errand boy. Do you take pride in that? Kelly said Foodie Beauty shows herself again. You're a nasty ass bitch. She's the worst. Hold on, I'm trying to read the chat. My dog Otis is an old man. Now 15 and a half years, and he's still running the house. Oh, I love him. I've never had a dog. I want to get my daughter one, but I need to move out of the city and get a bigger house before. That's smart and that's responsible. Anything that involves the smallest amounts of care she hates. True. This is going to piss me off even more. Thank you to everybody on Twitter who has been doing what Foodie Beauty refuses to do and at least blur out the face. So Foodie says, guess who we visited at school today? Sasa. We took a drive and picked her up from school for today, and look how cute she is. I think that's Salah's kid. Why is Foodie Beauty and Salah just showing up to her school? I mean, I don't know how schools work over there, but over here you have to be on a list to even like have somebody pick your kid up, right? Can anybody just stop by, I guess, in the Middle East? Maybe. I don't even believe she's really in school. I think she's in daycare because the teacher is shoeless in the photo. You could see her big toe right there. And as it says, guess who we visited at school today? Sasa. We took a drive and picked her up from school for today, and look at how cute she is in her traditional Syrian outfit. Middle pick. She loves school, and I'm so happy for her. Somebody said, I hate this pig bitch. Lisa said, leave her alone. She's not your child. She looks like her name. Foodie? Yes, you're right, Sasa. Sasa is not at school. No, maybe a daycare or something, but then, like, why lie? Foodie Beauty never changes her clothes, and it grosses me out. Callie Girl said the kids come to her house and she pretends it is school. One kid not wearing shoes. I thought that was a teacher. One kid not wearing shoes, a bag of toys on the kitchen table, laundry basket on the floor. They're doing this out of her home. Oh my God. So she took how much money from people, saying that it costs all this money to send her from school, and this is out of Foodie's home or somebody's home. The kids come to her house and she pretends it's school. One kid not wearing shoes, a bag of toys on the kitchen table, laundry basket on the floor, and most schools have a whiteboard not writing on the walls. This is not a $1,000 school. I hate her more and more every time we talk about her and I find more out. Owned by something said, do children attend school on the weekends? And do teachers usually teach barefoot under the desk? He said schools are closed from the 11th of July to the 1st of September in Syria. And why is she still posting this child's pictures? Vagal said, how many times has this child started and not yet started school yet, according to the scammer? Like at least 3 times, right? I feel like at first she had been to school, then she had never been to school, then she was in school and they had found a school, and then she wasn't in school, then they had found a school again. I don't know. I lost count, I guess. Fairy Nymph said she's a piece of work, and what happened to only sharing the girl's pic with the money donors? I agree with you, Breezy. I know it's crazy. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Ninja Kitsune. Good to see you. She paid them to move out so Salah could do up the house. No mass reported, no, she has. Yes. Yeah, Nicole, she does. Just yesterday, somebody was asking where the hotness was of Sasa was. A few days before that, somebody said they were gooning to her. And she's still posting the child's photo. Top Von D said, look at this fat, ugly piece of shit. Fuck her and her black soul. Okay, this is about how I feel, and I think you guys all feel too. So if we end up doing a Foodie Beauty blackout, like if the community comes together. I'm telling you, we'll have content for days with Rosie.
On vertical.
Kristen's team prosy, chat, just so you know. I know some of you are sitting on the fence in terms of like how much enjoyment we can get out of her content, but at least for me, you guys know where I stand on this. Like, at least I'm so sorry. I fully acknowledge the fact that Chantal has 2 live streams that we could have been watching today. But do you know what they included? Heavy breathing, sweating, flashing money on the internet, and hitting her cat. So I say fuck that bitch, and I'm watching messy wine and fabulous hats because Chantal's a piece of shit. She's always been a piece of shit. She will continue to be a monstrous piece of shit. And like, I can't take that every day. Sometimes I just need to watch someone struggle to bake and wear a fabulous hat.
On vertical.
Maybe that's what we need, a break. We just need to watch Rosie struggle to break for a little while, or bake for a little while. Buttered Crumpet said, I love that hat, Pulpy. Is it a flower? Hold on. I feel like we all need this hat. When Foodie puts us in a bad mood, all we have to do is put on our special little hat and go watch Rosie. I mean,
Kristen's team.
it's a flower! I need this hat. I'm gonna live my best life in my flower hat. I'm gonna go to Walmart. Oh, yes, I am. I will be the people of Walmart. Amberlynn is on the prowl again. So do we think her and Emily broke up again? That ass. You could literally put a fast food tray on it. Huh. Let's look at the comments. Tijuana said, hold the fuck up. Is that her music or did you add it? Hold on, what is this sound? I'm scared it's gonna get, well, why am I scared? I could just mute it out. I wanna hear what song it is now. Big Mama? Okay, well, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. And we're just gonna carry on. They call me Big Mama, is that what it was saying? Okay. I love being Delulu because it's the Salulu. Oh, you guys. Do you know what we can do with stickers like these? I need a coffee mug that says this. It is the Salulu sometimes. It is. Now, you shouldn't live in delusion because eventually when you come out of it, reality sucks. But some days it's nice to be a little delusional, right? Some days, like at least once a month. Miss T said, ain't no way, no fucking way is any of that attractive. She's a circus sideshow freak at this point. I agree. Ella said, girl, you are 35. You look pathetic. I mean, she does. I'm trying not to be mean. I don't find her attractive either. I don't find any of this cute. Her legs look like waterlogged tree trunks. And on that note, I'm going to scroll. Quartz420 said, Chantal, I can't show you the house for privacy reasons. Also, Chantal, here's more photos of this child. It's not my own child because I fucking hate those crotch than a word she says. But this child got me AC, so I don't know. PI said, I'd never wish death on anyone, but if you're a garbage human and decide to speed run it yourself, don't mind me. I'll be in the corner with popcorn and a front row seat. I'm with you on that, PI. Am I going to wish that she croaks tomorrow? I'm going to say that if it happens, we'll come live and talk about it, and I'm probably going to order pizza, maybe Portos, maybe dessert. I won't feel bad. I won't be one of those fake ass people that come on, oh, Chantal. Well, she had her faults. She lit up a room. Any room she walked in. No, none of that. I hate her. I do not like her. I think she's the scum of the earth. I feel so bad for this little girl. I feel like I say this every fucking live stream, and it makes me sad every time I say it, but children are supposed to be able to trust adults. They are. And this child has disabilities, and in her head, everybody's good, right? Like everybody's a good person. She doesn't realize how awful this woman is sitting next to her and that she's serving her up on a platter for all the pedophiles on YouTube. It makes me disgusted. I have a horrible feeling there's much more going on that we don't know about. I don't know. It's one of those times where I'm just going to trust my gut. Something very bad is going on. And I hope it stops soon. And I hope justice is served, whatever it looks like. I think Foodie Beauty belongs in jail or in some sort of institution where she can't hurt children, people, or animals. At one point, I wished rehab for her. Now I wish she would just go away. Yep, said this hand doesn't look like it belongs to you, Foodie Beauty. You have a small face and a huge trotter. It's the biggest hand I've ever seen in my life. And I want to know what the hell is going on with it. Did the herpes move to her finger? What is that? Is that a wart? And her fingertips, well, at least that one, it looks like that finger wants to fall off. Something is happening with it. I don't know what. Oh, her thumb has it too. The herpes are on her hands. That sounds so itchy and miserable. Valerie said she looks like raw meat. She does. The tips of her fingers are purple because she's dying. I think her heart's giving out. What is wrong with her pinky? It looks black and infected. Whatever's going on with her pinky is also happening on her thumb. With a shirt that says Delulu University alumni. I love it. This upsets me. I know, Nicole. I know. Okay, if you feel upset right now, like I am too, but maybe this will offer you some comfort. Foodie Beauty doesn't have the luxury of there not being a lot of eyes on her, right? She's pissed off a lot of people who love somebody with disabilities. She's pissed off a lot of parents, mothers. There's a lot of eyes on her, and a lot of people are not going to let her forget about what she did. And maybe all this attention will bring more awareness. That's the only hope I have. Maybe some good will come out of this fucking somehow. Maybe Foodie Beauty will get caught and in some sort of trouble. Sasa can get away from them. We're not going to let it be swept under the rug. We're not. We're not. Sasa deserves better. And we're going to be the adults that she can trust. So Kelly said, just keep this shit between you and your stupid asses that donated because I'm sick of you exploiting this poor child. So it's just kind of a slideshow. Foodie Beauty's community post rage. This is the last time I'm going to address this. If any of you think we would scam Salah's family, you are insane. And that is your problem, not ours. To the person asking for their $40 minus 30% back, good luck with that. It was already given to the family. Salah prepaid. Do you want me to do a video of us taking it back from her? I bet you would love that. You people are hate vultures, and I hope YouTube gets rid of more of you. This whole thing has become so awful and the opposite of what was intended as usual. You sound like somebody who's mad that we're on to you. Doesn't she? This whole thing has become so awful and the opposite of what was intended as usual that I will never, ever share anything related to any of this from now on. I am done with it. Sasa will be in school, so thanks to those who helped. I know who you are, and I don't mind sharing updates with you privately. Are you trafficking that little girl? You disgusting woman. Reach out to me. She hasn't even started yet, and people have their pitchforks out. Girl World is a disease, and I honestly hope YouTube gets rid of more of these channels. Again, Sasa is Salah's family member, which should make you feel even more ashamed, Foodie Beauty. Not just some random person, and if you think we would scam her, you are demented and need help. You hate children. Why would you do anything good for her? Why? I'm busy with a new house and I'm taking a break, and I will be back when I feel like it. So she said she wasn't going to give updates yet. Here they are. I still think the school's at her house or somebody's house. It's not a real school. What school do you show up barefoot? And do you do laundry at school? I mean, people do laundry at my nail salon. Well, not people, the people who work there. That's the only laundry I see going on. Nowhere else that I've been, schools included, my daughter's in school. Have I ever seen them doing laundry in her class? Not once. In fact, I would love if they did laundry in her class so I had a little less to do. Anyways, this coffee cup is cute, actually. But Foodie posted this coffee cup of the day edit. I've been told 3 times now that I've perfected the Arabic coffee making process. Yay! Well, choke on your Arabic coffee, bitch. Oops, Erin, I had a senior thumb slip. Hey, Yorkshire Boomer! Her version of taking a break is hilarious. I know. She needs a shirt called Serving League. Serving Cunty on Chantel. Yes. Nicole, it started as a family friend. Now it's family. Next, it will be Salah's daughter. I think she is. But here's the thing. There's children out there who have been hurt by family members. There's people out there who have been stolen from by family members, right? So to say, "Oh, they're family," you think that we would do this to family? It happens more often than you think. And do I think 2 scummy people like yourselves, one of you wants to shit and grape on white Christian women, all kinds of other things. I won't even mention what he wants to do with the cross. And then the other one hates children. So do I think they would scam her or do something bad to her? Yes, I do. Nothing but love said, instead of posting pics of your coffee, we are all waiting for you to post receipts from your fundraiser for that sweet girl. Where's the receipts, Foodie? Show the receipts. Sweet Sarah said, why do you just lie to lie? Once again exploiting a child. Is it time to take another trip soon? By the way, shout out to the teachers out there. I know you probably just cringed when I said I would love if they did laundry because you already have enough shit to do. I don't expect you to do it. It was just a joke, a bad one, but it was just a joke. I don't even think you guys are paid enough, okay? I don't want to give you laundry too. So no, this does not. Oh, they asked. Chat GPT. Is this a traditional Syrian school outfit? No, this does not look like a traditional Syrian school uniform. In Syria, school uniforms are usually simple and practical. Public schools often light blue, gray, or beige, smocks/dresses for girls and trousers with shirts for boys. They are plain and modest without decorative embroidery or jewelry. She's not at an actual school, you guys. The little girl in the photo is wearing something much more festive. A black dress with golden embroidery, oh, we know what she's wearing. This type of outfit is usually worn for cultural celebrations, traditional events, or performances, not for everyday school. What are the odds they had show and tell in their living room and they got to wear their celebratory outfits? That's kind of what I picture. Hey, Honig, wait, but she said we were sick of saying that she would send pics privately. Yep. Oh my God, now the little girl is at their home. She knows what she is doing. She is trying to piss us off. She laughs as this is nothing to laugh at. She is a devil. I'm just glad you now see her for who she is, Nicole. I am. I know if you just stumble across her, it's easy to believe at first that everybody's just hating on her because she's a Muslim, a married Muslim, and we all are Islamophobic, and we're all fat phobic, and we're all phobic of everything. Really, we don't like her because she's a miserable, nasty, evil, selfish person. She's not somebody doing their best, she's somebody doing their worst. I'm glad you woke up to it. This person's name, who I can't say, said, so these look familiar, don't they? The second picture is from her live stream when Chins was scoffing chicken down as people arriving unexpectedly. Sasa and Noor are part of Salah's family, in my opinion, and live in that house with her. Oh, God. Zara said yesterday she also said Noor came by to be so helpful to her because she can't do anything. Bella said she said that this large house in Syria is traditionally meant for families. I'm convinced it's a communal house with Sasa and family living there. She said originally Salah's house was a long way from the squat and that they were first living in. Noor and Sasa was living close by. Now they are close by again. Listen to her own words over the last few months. I think they live with her. Jessamy said, I think they all live together. She just needs to come out and be honest. It will be much easier for her going forward. But let's be honest, it's Foodie. And trying to get honesty out of her would be like trying to get blood out of a stone. What is wrong with them? Everything. Oh, wait, hold on. I love it. That's so cool. Someone just sent me a merch idea. It's definitely going to be a members emoji too. It involves eat water, and I'm kind of excited. Anyways, Paige said this won't last for too long. No, if they all live together, she'll be back in Canada soon. If you're not used to being a normal human being, appearances are hard to keep up, right? You can only pretend to be a good person for so long. You can only pretend to be interested in cooking and cleaning for so long. Foodie is only interested in feeding and sealing. So she'll end up back in Canada or at a hotel. What I do know is this won't last. It will not last. Shenanigans said Chantel keeps doubling down on Sasa's exploitation. At the foot again. Ella said school doesn't start till September, and in what school are you allowed barefoot? Did I already read these comments? Wait, so she wore the same sweaty, stinky clothes she wore yesterday, claiming she went to visit her today? Their school on Sundays? Interesting. Once again, exploiting this child. Okay, I thought I heard in the Middle East Sundays are Mondays, or do I have that wrong? So maybe it isn't so out of the norm that they're doing school on a Monday, but it's still out of somebody's house. You can show up barefoot, do laundry, and it's a mess. I feel like any teacher that I know in my real life, they're very fucking organized. They are more organized than I will ever be. Not Shy said she took a drive, but why is Sasa in Salah's house? Same couch? I thought they were far away from Noor. I don't know her name, they said. And KFG now after the move? She's lying about that, I guess. Huh. Angry Tweet said, yeah, I'm sure Foodie goes to schools now and takes pictures with kids. She's a regular Michael Jackson, isn't she? The Revenge of the Fupacabra said, I thought she wasn't going to give updates about Sasa anymore, especially if you were questioning her scam. Maybe somebody paid to show her. And that's so fucking sick that I even think that way. But this is the reality of the situation, right? Like at this point, we know whatever's happening, Foodie Beauty is okay with. She has pedophiles showing up, it seems like, out of the woodworks day after day, and she just keeps putting this little girl up there. So what's really fucking going on? Ram said, thought she said she hadn't started school yet. Mama said, so school so early? I thought it starts in 2 weeks or so. Dr. Margaret said schools are closed and she has bare feet. Must try harder. But she said Sasa hadn't started yet. Every week it changes. She started school, she hasn't started. They've picked out a school, they're still looking for schools. She's never been to school, she's been to school before. Two-tailed caper said, for someone who insists on not giving us updates, she sure gives us a lot of updates. Nobody cares about the particulars of Sasa's school or which one she's going to, where it is, etc. Stop showing her face to your audience full of predators and sick individuals. All we want is receipts. We don't need to see what Sasa wears to school. We don't need to see what school she's in. We don't need to see her home school. None of that. We just need to see where the money you spent went, Foodie Beauty. So who are you really putting these pictures up for? ASMR Homesteader? The other person that just showed up the other day? Who are the pictures really for? Everybody is saying they don't need to see pictures of her. This is what I'm manifesting today for it to happen to Foodie Beauty. So I invite you all to join in manifesting this. I love grok. I think I have a problem with grok, but In my defense, the past 24 hours I've been making less videos. I was very aware of how many I was making, and I don't want to have to go to Grok's Anonymous or anything. That doesn't sound like a fun time. So I've really been limiting my videos, okay? More of this foot. It's just proof though. Like who sends their kids to school barefoot? If that was a teacher who goes to school barefoot, I mean, in my hippie life, that sounds like a dream, but it doesn't really sound safe. Yup Yup said, if you picked her up from school, then why is she wearing two different outfits? Because Sasa lives there and she can change into whatever outfit she wants to throughout the day because she does school at home. Foodie did not need $1,000 for anything. Mean Kitten said, big flex. This is the equivalent of 38 cents. So as Eric Cook would say, no one cares. Woohoo. You're rich with your 38 cents, Foodie. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh, if you guys are looking for content on the fridge, um, well, the fridge, oh gosh, this is a whole topic. So the fridge was on Bally, the weirdo, the drunk weirdo, predatory Bally. She was on her panel, and I know Monty went live and really let Dee or Dahmer the fridge have it, right? I don't know if his live stream is going to be struck. I have no idea. Dee Dee strikes anybody who talks about her, but it looks like Snarky Priest is doing a live. So you might want to subscribe and watch if you want to be caught up on what Dahmer is doing. She's striking fucking everybody, everybody. And she's all high and mighty right now. She thinks she's hot shit. But what I want to remind you, Dahmer, since I know you're listening, there's maybe two people who take you seriously. The rest of us view you for what you really are. You're a grape apologist, a grape sympathizer, in my opinion. In my opinion, he did it. I don't care what you say. I stand with May. You're still protecting that man, and you're saying the most disgusting things about a senior woman who was allegedly assaulted. I don't know why you think you deserve sympathy, but May doesn't. But I'm not going to show you any sympathy or kindness until you start showing May some. So there's that. I don't like you. Will I cover your live streams? No. But just know every once in a while I click on it to make fun of you and how you look and what you're about. And you're not hot shit. You're not hot shit. I think that's all I have for today, you guys. On that note, Foodie Beauty is still the scum of the earth. I will be praying for Sasa, and I hope Foodie gets the fuck away from her. I just have such a bad feeling about it. I hope Julia escapes. I hope Foodie stubs every toe on her foot today. I hope she loses her foot. I can't stand that woman. But I'm going to go and do what Foodie Beauty could never. I'm going to go be a mom and be a good daughter and auntie and spend time with my family. So I hope you guys have a very happy Sunday. We're going to stay on top of her ass, but if the community comes together and wants to do a blackout for a week, that's what we'll do. We'll cover other people. And when we come back after that week, we'll go back on her even harder. We will not let you forget, Foodie. Where's the fucking receipts? Where are the receipts? Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow morning. If Foodie goes live today and we miss it, I'll come back tomorrow morning. We'll do a morning recap and a snipe tomorrow. All right, bye, you guys. Go enjoy your day.